Hey everybody, happy Friday. Kristen here. I am still in my tarot class and I think it's going very well. I've been kind of short on sharing the journey. I had to take some time to learn how I interpret the cards. I struggle with the traditional meanings because I'm not great at memorizing things, but I am, however, not too shabby at interpreting them, or intuitively deciphering them, I guess would be more accurate. So I'm gonna do a quick little mini Celtic Cross spread. So if you want, stay tuned. I'm gonna read the way I read, and it'll be a mixture between what I'm learning in class and what I'm intuiting on my own. So feedback is welcome. Criticism, not so much, but feedback for sure, all day. Thank you. So here we are. Hopefully this won't completely fall over. I have my little cheat sheets, as you can hear them rustling in the background, because sometimes I gotta peep the sheet to know if I'm on the right path. But I am using the Morgan Greer tarot deck, this one, and so I've already cleansed my space. I've cleansed my deck, and I just put a few crystals out to help with magnifying the energy and kind of keeping things cleaned up and clear. And these are some of my favorite crystals anyway. So archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, God, I ask that you assist me in picking out some cards that would show the path that I'm on and how best to navigate. So the first card that I'm gonna pick will be my current energy. So please, God, Spirit, show me what my current energy is for this time. Thank you. Current, whoa. Fee too many. There was only like 12. So the card for right now, my current energy. Also, way too many. I'm just looking for a 6-card spread here. So I would like one card that appropriately, even 2 wouldn't be horrible, but one card that accurately depicts where I'm at in my current energy, please. Oh, there we go. We've got the Knight of Cups in my current energy. Card 2 is the challenge card, which will go directly over, but turned sideways, over card number 1. So my current energy is the Knight of Cups. My, the challenge, Spirit, I'd like you to give me a card that represents my challenge. So this is the 3 of Wands, which is my challenge card. And what is it that I need to focus on to shift it? So card number 3 is where my focus needs to be in order to shift that energy from current energy to challenge to the shift. So Spirit, what is it that I need to focus on to shift that 3 of Wands energy? So let me get one more card on that. Let me see. Spirit, what is it that I need to focus on to shift the energy of the challenge? Spirit. Okay. So that would be this 8 of Cups is my focus. So I need a card for my past energy. Spirit, what does my past energy look like? Spirit, I'd like one card to depict my past energy. Thank you. One card to depict my past energy. Thank you. Okay, we got one. Okay, past energy is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. So the next card would be how to empower myself. Spirit, what am I looking for to find my source of empowerment? What is it that I need to focus on so that I will feel more empowered in this journey that I'm on? Spirit, what would empower me most at this time? One card, please. One card to focus on for empowerment. The Page of Cups. And then my final card is my potential future. So Spirit, what would be the one card that would help to forecast my potential future? What is my potential future? One card, please, Spirit. Thank you. One card to depict the potential future. Thank you. One card, Spirit. One card for potential future, potential outcome. Still looking for one card. Spirit. I'd like one card to predict, help depict my potential outcome. Please, one card for potential outcome. One card for potential outcome. Well, this is taking a little bit. One card for potential outcome. Please, Spirit. One card. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, my current energy is the Knight of Cups. So, there's potential for a lot of flow in this card, a lot of blue. A little bit of grounding, some action. So, I really am very much in the flow of things. And one card is plenty for where I'm at right now. I am in the process of creating for myself. I am in the process of just allowing things to flow to me in terms of there's a big thing that I'm working on, and well, I'll just come right out with it. I'm looking to take a trip to Egypt, and I'm in the flow of creating what I would to look like in terms of building up the finances to be able to go, staying in a grounded place. There is some action, which is, the steps I'm taking to be able to get there. 1 cup is plenty for me right now. That needs to be my focus, and doing the everyday things, so I'm flowing. I'm not fighting with anything. I feel like he's kind of got his sights set on where he's going. And I think that he's just kind of allowing himself to take the path that is being shown to him. The green, I feel like his heart is open. To me, green is very grounding, but also heart space, because green to me is heart energy. I may be in the minority in that way, but I just see this as a flowy card and just allowing myself to be present. And, well, I'm kind of in a place where I can't believe that the opportunity to travel to Egypt has been presented to me. So I'm still trying to soak that in and absorb it. And I think that I don't want to bite off more than I can chew by considering too many other things at the same time. There's a little bit of action in here, but I don't want to shoot myself in the foot by getting way far ahead of myself as I'm kind of looking at what's to come and the direction that I'm going. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I want to stay where my feet are at. And that is, 2 feet on the ground and just looking, looking as an observer. He's not actually like confronting anything. His mask is not down. He's not charging forward. He is just merely allowing things to soak in and absorb. Water soaks in and absorbs into your skin. That's how you end up looking all waterlogged and wrinkly after getting out of the tub. So I've been spending a lot of time in water trying to, get into the flow of what this could potentially look like in terms of my trip, and get into the flow in terms of just staying in the moment and not being swept up by my fear, which is for sure a potential, because we're talking about a foreign country. We're talking about something I've never done before. And if I let myself stay up in my head, I could become fearful. There's a lot of things, a lot of potentials that could happen on that trip or before I even get to that place. So we're going to stay in the flow of things and take the actions that are necessary in that moment, but focus on that what's right in front of me. What's right in front of me is that cup. So, all right. So the challenge in this card, did this one come out? No, it came out upright. So the 3 wands, we've got growth, we've got clarity and creativity. So there's a lot of yellowish, orangish in here. There's a lot of grounding. There's a lot of growth. The green on the wands, that represents growth to me. They look like freshly cut, but also they do have live leaves on them. So that is growth to me. Expansion. The 3 I love this because threes is one of my numbers that I really love in terms of being supported by the Holy Trinity. The yellow and orange together is like the creativity and the self-confidence, and we're keeping things close, staying grounded, but being spiritually rooted, spiritually aligned, and knowing that I have the clarity and the intellect to get me to where I'm going. I'm not going to be silly about things, and I'm not going to make rash decisions in this time. It looks like I'm kind of taking stock of what's ahead of me and staying in that moment, staying in the flow. This could potentially knock me a little bit off course because grounding, if I am overgrounded, I won't go. If I'm, not in balance with, these three chakras are your earth chakras, right? They're the ones that are focused in the body. So if I lose track and I overground or I'm undergrounded, it could have varying degrees of impact. Either I could not go, or I could be totally in fear of the potentials that I might not be able to live up to, or, fear to me is red, and it's being overgrounded or too much in my own head without enough grounding. So that is the potential for the challenge, is being too grounded or not grounded enough. So the next card, which is I need to focus on this to shift. So I have my back turned on the 8 cups that are right there. I have my back turned on them in search of something else, it looks like, maybe. Looking for more, looking for better, looking for something to fill the cups with. I don't know. It could be anything. I could be looking for more resources to fill these cups with. But I do see that there's a slender pathway that could potentially take me out into vast waters. The light of the moon is kind of lighting the way, and maybe I need to be seeking out the other 2 pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is what I'm kind of striving for, I suppose. But I see these stones. These are power to me. Like, they are very stock stable in their structure, with a little bit of flow in the middle. Like, my surroundings are stable. The things I've chosen to surround myself are stable. The ground under my feet is stable for now until I maneuver through the rocks. And there may be some struggles in there, but I'm still in search of more cups. Clearly 8 aren't enough, and I am in search of other ones. But the red is the action that I need to take to continue filling the cups, which is, my resources. I'm looking to build, and I'm looking to expand and grow, and it's a narrow path for right now. I'm trying to stay on the path that will lead me into the vastness, but I'm going to have to take it slow. There's a little bit of instability here between the rocks. You could tear your skin open and have to take a break and, regroup and see if maybe that really was the path. Because it's hard to flow. Yes, there's water that will allow you to flow, but the path is kind of narrow to get out to where the opening is. So I'm gonna be very intentional as I maneuver through to get to that vast water, to get to the place where I can fill my cups, to place where I can obtain all those resources. And so I'm really going to have to stay in the bathtub and be content with the fact that there's a sliver of the moon guiding my way. That not being a full moon means that I need to trust. I may not be able to see everything. It may not all be illuminated, but my faith and my trust are what's going to illuminate the path for me. So that's my third card, which is what I need to focus on to shift my potential challenge. So staying the course and being intentional with the steps that I take and being fully based in my fear and my trust. So the next card would be the fourth card, which is the Page of Cups. Here is my past energy. This is, I was in the flow, and I have been in the flow, and I've been doing really well with that. And I've focused on my cups, and there's the fish. Fish represents me as far as I'm concerned. Life, the flowers, their growth, their grounding, their action. I've done all that, and I've gotten myself to a place where I was content with what I've accomplished, and I've been allowing myself to be in the flow and take the action that needs to be taken to grow, to fill my cup with something that I feel is valuable. But I'm not staying stagnant. The water, to me, represents flow and a continuation of where I'm headed. And I feel that there is some action to be taken, and it will come to me in a time that I can allow it to flow from me to the places that it needs to go. That was my past energy, and now that I've learned how to manage that and really stay with it and allow it to work in my favor, it will serve me well to manage the terrain that's ahead of me. So my next card number 5, is empowering myself, and this is the 4 of Pentacles. So this, to me, there's a lot of yellow, and that's clarity, that's intellect, but then I have to look up what 4 is because I don't remember. Stability. How about that? So, yeah, this is what's empowering me. I have stability. I've worked really hard to gain stability in my life. I've let a lot of things go. I've learned a lot. I've worked through a lot. And I do feel that this is a very, very fitting card. I am very clear. I am very in tune with what actions I need to take in order to keep me going in the right direction. I really like this card for myself. I love the stars. The stars to me, let's see, the star card is wish fulfillment and healing. So because there's stars on each of the pentacles, I do believe that this is wish fulfillment, and you know, I am heading in the right direction and I'm taking the appropriate actions. I have taken the appropriate actions, and I've moved myself into a place that I can be comfortable with. I am fully supported, and that is helping to empower me as well. So that's a beautiful card. And so moving on to my sixth card, which is the Ace of Pentacles. I do enjoy this card. There's, ooh, I just tooted. Sorry about that. And I'm not even gonna edit that out. Sorry, not sorry. This card, it shows the flow, obviously. The star card, which is fulfillment. This is where I'm going. This is my outcome. And I'm sorry, I just need to move around because I'm getting a little stiff sitting on the floor. This is, should I choose to walk through this archway, this is where I'm going, into that vast and beautiful blue water. It's super inviting. The flowers here are growth and death are what I believe these represent, the lilies. So it's transition, transformation, and growth, living, you know. I think this is incredible. Like, I love this card. White is purity and cleanse. Okay, so the purity of spirit, like, I am so excited about where my future is going. My heart is very full of divine light right now. I feel that I'm being guided and protected in a way that I have never fully felt before. I've surrendered to all those potential fears. Like, I've surrendered to not knowing the plan fully, but I'm not fearful. So I'm still making progress, and I am achieving all that I need to achieve. Like, and it's not even an achievement. It's just being graced with all of the things that are meant for me. All of these things on this card are the death and the rebirth. You know, like, I have made that transition. I have received my star, you know, my completion of the cycles that I've gone through. I'm ready for more. I'm embracing the new, and I am moving forward with flow and grace, and I'm grounded. So I think this sums up my reading beautifully. So I will show you what it looks like from this angle. So these are the cards that I've selected for myself in this reading. So I do think that that's a great reading for me in terms of the trip that I'm going to be taking, and setting aside my potential fears, because I'm staying in the moment. I really don't have any reason to be fearful of this journey. I'm being fully supported, and I do know that. I'm fully aware of that. I would not have made it to this point. And let me tell you about the email, or how I ended up invited to this trip. Last summer, I sent an email to Robert Edward Grant asking if I could be included on his next trip to Egypt. I just threw it out there on a whim. I didn't know that he would actually invite me. I didn't know if anything would ever come of it. And it didn't matter. It took a lot of courage for me to send that email to somebody that I once upon a time would have seen as out of my league. You know, he was major corporation CEO, and, you know, he's done a lot of things that would put him societally speaking in a different ballpark from me. I was a single mom, raising 2 kids for a while, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and, you know, struggling to survive. Where this guy is in a totally different, just a totally different lifestyle from me. So to me, it took me a lot of courage to send that email. And while I know that we all put our pants on the same way, you know, like, I mean, maybe not totally the same way, but it's simplified. We are the same. Very different in terms of how we live, where we live, all that stuff, but at the core of things, we are the same. So there really is no better than me, worse than me, like higher than me, lower than me. Like, that's not a thing. That's all up here. That's all man-made constructs that we surround ourselves with. But I did feel courageous sending that email to somebody that doesn't know me from Adam. And maybe once upon a time wouldn't have given me the time of day. Or so I would think. So it was a big deal for me to send that email, and I was proud of myself, and I let it go. I took my hands off. That was enough for me. Just to send the email was enough for me. Well, months went by, because this was last summer, late last summer, I think. Months went by. I never heard anything. I wasn't even looking for anything, really. But this past Friday, I received an email from him and his company offering me a spot to attend the retreat that they're heading up in Egypt. It's a tour that he is hosting, and we are going down the Nile and visiting the pyramids and all these things. And I'm going. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that I'm going, and that I do know that it's for my highest and best good, and that I will learn a lot. And what keeps coming through is that I'm going to grow by leaps and bounds when I go. And whether it's in the process working up to it, or the process of being there, the process, I don't even know. And it doesn't even matter. I do know that this is in my highest and best good. This is for my highest timeline. Like, me growing on the path has always been kind of the goal. And I think that this is a huge opportunity for me to move beyond my little pond. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing. The trip is May 9th to the 20th, and I can't wait to keep you all posted. So that's been my last week in a nutshell. So I love you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I appreciate your feedback on my reading if you so choose to. So thank you. Much love, many blessings. Happy Friday.